Hey guys, morning from Florida. Man, what a gorgeous day down here. I'll tell you, we left New York just to get some warmth, and it has been fantastic. So I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you this morning and go over the difference between accommodation and education. And sometimes the difference is so subtle that we don't even notice that it's happening. But when we look at our front desk staff, and that's what I want to address here real quickly with you, and how they handle the phone, it's an area of weakness in almost all offices, including mine at times, and it's an area that we always need to revisit. We always need to go back up there and role play this out, or what happens is there's a tendency for your front desk staff to accommodate rather than educate. And it's just natural because we want to be helpful. We're in customer service. So I always use the example like Hertz rental car. If somebody calls in and says there's an issue with the car, there's an issue dropping the car off or late or early or whatever, everyone's like, oh, no problem, we'll take care of it. But we can't afford to do that in our practices because we're chiropractors. And until they realize what we do is a necessity and a requirement, what's going to happen is we're not going to get, they're not going to elevate, if you will. They're not going to get that. And what's going to happen is every time we accommodate, we dilute. Once we dilute, they're not going to look at what we do as important or as significant, and they're much more likely to start missing adjustments, and then they're going to drop out. As we know, side door is the missed adjustment, and the back door is the dropout. So real quick, let me give you a difference. Joe Borio calls your office. I'm a practice member, God help you all. And I come in your office and I have an adjustment, and I call the office that day and say, hey, listen, Barbara, I'm not going to be able to make it in. Your CA is Barbara. Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it in today. And your staff says, oh, okay, not a problem. I'll put you down tomorrow, or what time's your normal time? You know what, next Wednesday, I can't do anything this week. I'm really booked out. It's really busy. So just, you know what, I'll just come in next week. Oh, okay, not a problem. I'll put you down for next week. I mean, that's, to many people, doesn't seem like a big deal, but that's an accommodation to them. I'm accommodating their schedule. Listen, taking care of yourself is going to cost money, and it's going to cost you time, and it's going to be inconvenient. Short term, long term, it's going to be really convenient, right? But they don't know that. So once we accommodate again, we're diluting, and it really starts to create a lot of problems. So I'll give you another example. Joe Borio is a practice member in your office. I call, Barbara's your CA. Hi, Barbara, this is Joe Borio calling. Hey, listen, I got an adjustment this morning, or an appointment this morning at 9 o'clock. I'm not going to be able to make it. You know what? I can make it in at 9 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Put me in at 3. Oh, okay, no problem. So for a lot of offices, we don't think that's a big deal. Hey, he called and he made the effort to reschedule. So he rescheduled, and it's not an issue. He's coming in the afternoon. But again, we still accommodated. We lost the opportunity to educate. We lost the opportunity, or missed the opportunity to elevate them, because every time they leave is a dilution, and I lost the opportunity to add a drop of, if you will, the blue food coloring. For you guys that have been to the events, the blue food coloring is the chiropractic message, if you will. So each time I see him, I can drop a little bit more blue food coloring in there, except when we don't. I got the blue food coloring, and there's the glass, but I'm not using it. And what happens is the glass gets diluted all the time. So here's a better way for it to go, and this is the way that it should go. Barbara's going to answer the phone. She's going to say, adjustments keep your spine happy and healthy. This is Barbara. How may I help you? That's a great greeting on the phone. This is Joe Borio. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to be able to make my appointment in this morning. Oh, geez, Joe, that's a concern. As you know, anytime you miss your adjustment, you're always going to lose correction, and that's always a concern to the overall health of the spine and the nervous system. We are here till 5:50 today. I'm going to put you down in at 5:50 tonight. Oh, you know what, Barbara? I appreciate that. I'm going to be jammed up all week. There's no way that I can get you in. Geez, Joe, I'd hate to see you miss your adjustment, especially a whole week, because anytime you miss care at all, like I said, you're going to miss correction. We are here Thursday all day. We open up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're here at 6. What's the best time I could put you down in on Thursday? Barbara, you know what? I appreciate that, but literally I'm traveling out of town. There's no way that I could make it in. Okay, Joe, I understand that. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just concerned with any time you miss an adjustment. Again, it's always going to cause a loss of your correction or certainly a loss of your overall health. Joe, I look at the schedule. I see Wednesday at 9 o'clock is your normal time. Yep. Because you're missing this week, it's important that we make that missed adjustment up. So I'll go ahead and put you down Monday at the same time at 9:30 in the morning, and then we'll see you again on Wednesday, and that'll get you back on schedule. Okay? Listen, if there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to call the office. Have a wonderful, safe travel, and I'll talk to you on Monday at 9:30 a.m. That is fucking rock star. That's how you got to handle that call on the phone. That's how you would handle, as John Andrews says, a Navy SEAL would handle it on the phone. Now let's take that same situation and we're going to do a call later. I'm going to try to schedule later in the afternoon. Same thing. Hi, adjustments keep your spine happy and healthy and improve your health. This is Barbara. How may I help you today? Hey, Barbara, this is Joe Borio. Listen, I can't make it in at my 9:30. So I'm going to just, if you could put me down at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that'd be great. Oh, Joe, thanks so much for calling in. As you know, anytime you miss an adjustment, and that always concerns me, you're going to lose the ability to correct the health of your spine, as you know. So I'm so glad you're calling in so we can make sure that we keep you on track and keep that adjustment on schedule to keep your spine happy and healthy and keep your health as best as we can. I'll look forward to seeing you on then and at that time. And Joe, so you know, anytime you need to change your adjustment or anytime there's a challenge like you did today, I really appreciate it. Call us or give us a text. That way we can always ensure that you stay on schedule, keep your spine as healthy as possible. I'll see you then. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Okay, see you then, Barbara. Bye-bye. So that, again, is Rockstar, because what I'm doing is I'm literally taking that opportunity, and that's really what it is, and we miss that every interaction is an opportunity to add blue food coloring. And if you think about it that way, then you realize, wow, how many interactions do I have with somebody and I never add blue food coloring? Why do I need to add blue food coloring? Because every other aspect of their life is dilution. It's always going to go allopathic. It's always going to go outside in. It's always going to go based on how they feel. And sometimes it's how they feel. You may have people that are really into natural health care, right? Listen, I don't like drugs. I don't like surgery. Not that I don't think anyone really does, but you know, you'll hear people and see people really live a much more natural life. And they tend to think about what we do as chiropractors as natural, but also only necessary when they start to have discomfort or pain in their body. And when they don't, they're like, well, geez, I don't need that natural care right now, right? So the same idea, we got to always remain relevant. We always have to position ourselves as a necessity in order to ensure that they're thinking of chiropractic correctly. Why is that important? Because as we know, plaque leads to cavities. Subluxation leads to sickness and disease. Plaque doesn't hurt, subluxation doesn't hurt, right? So same idea, same analogy. So hopefully this helps out. I think it's a great learning video for your front desk staff. I think you guys should play this, and I also think that you should regularly touch base, what I call microburst training. Walk up front and role play it with your staff frequently, especially through the time of the year where you're going to have a lot more missed and a lot more dropouts. Because again, this isn't necessarily the missed adjustment where they're going to miss their adjustments a lot. This is really a phone call that's going to frequently happen throughout the year, and how you handle it has a dramatic effect, not only on the profound health of the individuals you take care of, but certainly on the side door of your practice, which leads to the back door. Remember, they're either working their way in your office or they're working their way out of your office. And this helps, no, nothing's a guarantee or 100%, but this certainly helps them stay engaged within your practice and engaged within chiropractic care as it should be. You know, again, rather than a natural remedy in order to take care of something. Guys, we're all real excited about Chicago. It's going to be probably our biggest event. So we're pumped up about that. Make sure, again, you train on this video yourself. Also take a look and do some retrospective on yourself, how many times you speak to people in your practice and not add blue food coloring. Got a lot more videos coming up over the next couple of weeks on how to handle that interaction. So we're constantly elevating, again, your practice members' use and understanding of chiropractic with analogies that really make sense to them day to day. Okay, love and appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow.